Hello and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Chronicle, Baltimore by Night. I am once again the storyteller. Yay. And I don't think we have any pre-game announcements of importance, other than if you notice, we are down a player. Aya is not joining us, so Kozaline is not around. As with most things, just stuff at home, personal. Nothing to worry about. No one, don't be like, oh no, player down.
I think she had a family birthday.
The only birthday is this. Baltimore by Night's the only birthday gift you ever need.
Okay.
It's only the game. Okay, so let us do the recap. Katrina, as Prince of the City currently, what is the recap of the events of the city going on?
I thought this was my job because I'm the chronicler, not because I'm the prince. Well, first up, if you hear that tinging, I apologize. We have stuff in the dryer. It
Tinging.
just life is it is that way. But
Yeah,
last time in Baltimore by Night, Robin showed up to the event where Liz announced the blood hunt to find the shithead Chris Taylor, and proceeded to ask that in exchange for finding this asshole and bringing him in, he be rewarded an even split of the city, and then got into a debate with Liz over the moral quandaries of the Anarchs versus the Camarilla. After not putting up with his bullshit and sending him on his way, Liz needed to take a break to collect herself and had a conversation with Julie and Luna, and then with her coterie, who were basically like, you're the prince of the city, step the fuck up and take stock of your resources and do something about this shit. Meanwhile, Sasha, Luna, and Millie Amato ran into each other, and it was interesting, and ended with Sasha asking Mari to help her kill Millie Amato, and Mari agreeing to it. And Sean afterwards said, yeah, fuck that noise. I am not getting involved in this. If you want to deal with it, have fun. But I'm staying the fuck out of this cat fight. And then we decided that because we would like to go kick Robin's ass, we should maybe not be carrying around a puppy in the form of a human child, and convinced Mari to hire a dog sitter, and called Amar to come pick up the kid in the morning. Well, in the next evening. Also, Cozy did some Malkavian magic bullshittery on the cane and learned that there is another Robin in the city. And that there might be another Semesky fleshcrafter running around. Yeah, people forgot about that, huh? Yeah, we remembered that way back in the day when we were dealing with Streebog, there was some Hungarian writing on the wall that we never actually bothered to fucking translate. And that may have hinted at the existence of another one of these assholes. So we have a couple plans in progress to try and track down this person. We were going to, I believe, Mari was going to talk to the Tremere to make sure that there are no bombs in the Tremere chantry, because it occurred to us that the only persons that Robin hates more than myself and the Primogen Council might be the Tremere. Amir is going to pick up the kid. And then I have a meeting with our detective contact. No, PI, the private investigator, to see about tracking down one of the two Robins. And we left off with all of us going back to Kinetic to rest for day sleep.
Rouse checks.
Everything's under control.
Oh yeah, everything's fine.
I'm good.
I'm hungry.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. Oh,
Still
He's
at 3
rolling
though,
for
but
the
I'm
kid.
good.
yep. Kid's good. This wakes up. What are we gonna do tonight, everybody?
Well, you were gonna go off with a friend of ours, and have some fun with them for the night.
Mm. You're all abandoning me, aren't you?
We're not abandoning you.
Say,
Where
can I
we're
go
going,
first?
where we're going is very dangerous, Jacob. You can't follow us.
Mm. It's not to get milk, is it?
No, we can't drink milk.
It would be boring.
That too.
Mm.
And we're not getting cigarettes
A
either.
lot of meetings.
Oh, I mean, if we're all like the dead stuff, cigarettes probably don't really bother us, bother you anymore. You could probably smoke them and not have a problem.
Yeah, but then you still got to deal with the stink, and that's just rude to people.
They're gross.
But you said vampires are evil and horrible, so why should we care about the stink that we give off to other people?
Vampires in general are bad people, or bad, and so are people in general.
We have to be around each other, and I don't want you to smell.
And I don't want him to smell. It's a very personal thing.
You shouldn't smell. That's just a basic rule for any type of person. And dress nice.
I'm
I've
telling
been wearing the
you,
same
John,
outfit for a
John.
couple of weeks now.
Could be worse. Got up a butt flap.
Sorry, I just froze there for a half second. I heard something about a butt flap.
Oh, I said it could be worse. Could have a butt flap.
So those are useful. Like on Georgia the Jungle with Brendan Fraser.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
but like that's not the point.
What time was Amar gonna meet us? Amar?
Jeremy,
What time did you tell him to meet y'all at Connects?
I want to say he told us that he'd meet us at like right after sunset.
Did you give him a phone number to call?
I mean, he has my number, so yeah.
So you hear a phone ring. It's like ding 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 ding. Is this Elizabeth?
It is, yes.
I am outside.
Fabulous. Shall we?
I guess so.
That this was me saying to the rest of the crew. I hang
Oh,
up. on.
sorry. Oh.
Fabulous. We'll be right out.
The kid's name was Jakkob.
Yes, with 2 Ks.
Apparently in Germany means you actually make this name shorter than longer.
Which is weird, but
Mhm.
okay.
So instead of Jacob, it's Jakkob. Or Jakkob. It's weird. So you go out, you see a really nice RV sitting outside Kinetics. Door opens and Amir comes out. It's just like, so
Jacob, you've met Mr. Amar before?
yes. Oh yeah,
He's-
he was at the park with the dog and all the other strange people. That was a strange evening, like
It
2 days
was,
ago.
Yeah.
They only get
But-
weirder from here, kid.
You're gonna go with him for a few nights at least.
He's like, it's gonna be all right. I have extra sleeping and everything. It is a very nice RV. I even have a DVD player. No cable though, sorry. Satellite. Don't use it too often though. I normally read. Okay, so Jacob just gets on the RV and you're just like, so one question.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that the kid, that Jacob has no belongings, really?
What would a kid have? Toys like a train,
I mean, he
Oh.
doesn't have much of a wardrobe except what he's wearing.
hobble horse, hobby horse.
Isn't that an Olympics thing or gymnastics where you?
That's a pommel horse.
Hmm. Nice. I see you know your gymnastics.
It's an
We-
important exercise.
So, what I'm wondering is, does he have anything or
Nope.
no? Nope.
He does not know if
I'm going to step forward and hand this fellow like $500 in crisp $100 bills and say, this is for his immediate needs.
Excellent. We will go shopping at the mall. I was
it's
going to go to a
becoming a
bookstore
habit
anyway.
for you then, huh, Sophia?
Apparently, I'm funding many young people's mall excursions of late.
Well, when you want to be a mentor, that's what you got to do.
Was never on my to-do list, but I guess.
I'll hand him my business card just that way. If something's wrong with the RV, I can, I could potentially come out and fix it or send someone out to fix it.
Thank
As
you.
long as if they're close enough, anyway.
Thank you. Always good to have a nice mechanic on call if you need one in the area.
Yep.
Nothing worse than being broken down on the side of the road and having to wait 5 hours for AAA to get to you.
Yep. Bastard.
Anyway.
Well, if that is all, I will be.
Thank you.
And don't worry, he will be safe as me as he will with any of our kind. It reminds me of a little brother that died. Old age, he grew old and died not because any nefarious action. We are vampires. You will outlive most of your mortal relatives and their descendants. Blah 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 blah. You see family grow old and wither and die eventually.
Hi, Jacob.
It's like, "Bye, I'm gonna have a great time. This guy is very high, very happy."
I look at Liz. Are we sure about this?
Problem solved, I say.
He just gets in, he hears the RV
Oh.
start up, and it's like,
Pull Mari off to the side. I told him not to leave the state. They're not going very far.
3 hours later,
like-
Pennsylvania.
Ah, the big bell.
We
Can
don't
I put it-
have.
Can I put an Apple tag on the RV so we can track them? As they're pulling away.
We should invest in a bunch of those. We had talked about that, never actually did it.
We have so many things we could use those for. Because you can always just do find my phone for the kid's phone.
Did we give him a phone?
Yeah, I don't think the kid has a phone. He's an 8-year-old
Uh,
that was
I
in the
mean-
hospital for the majority of his
Oh,
entire
well.
life.
He probably has a phone.
I'm sure
Hey,
Dingus has
driveway.
a phone. We can call him.
No driveway. We really should have thought about this with more detail.
We really should have.
Well, I blame whoever's in charge.
It's not like anybody else had any other options. And I'm sorry, but if we're going to be going after Robin, we can't have this 8-year-old kindred following us around. He would have died.
People have apartments.
Yes, none of ours are fucking safe right now. Unless you're offering up your own.
I
Are
don't
you
have an
offering up
apartment. I have a
yours?
garage and a storage shed.
Yeah, that's filled with 3 morons. Would you trust them with an 8-year-old kindred?
I'd pay to watch that.
I have to trust them with their own lives. So, have you ever seen how heavy cars are? And they go underneath them
You have
on jacks.
machinery for that. You don't
Machinery
have
breaks.
machinery that can handle the 8-year-old kid. Anyway,
So you want a
Har-
machine to handle a kid? As Pavos just walks up to you guys.
What's up,
oh, I
Val?
swear to God.
Nanny bot.
How you been?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, it's actually gonna come to the club and chill out a bit.
Oh,
There's-
well,
there's,
don't let us stop you.
Yeah, isn't there like a meeting tonight or something?
Dude, you missed it. That was last night.
Shit. I was getting my weeks backwards.
Oh,
Yeah,
have
sleeping in
fun.
the alley. Yeah.
Why are you in the alley?
Is that safe?
Were you like under garbage bags, or is it just very shady in the alley?
Big garbage can.
Gotcha.
Are you sleeping in a dumpster?
You got to make sure
Hmm.
you do it on the right night, though. If you do it on the wrong night, you're toast.
Makes
You
sense.
just smell like you've slept in a garbage can.
He always smells like that.
No,
Or-
he smells like bad milk. He smells like other things tonight.
Smells like bad milk and like you slept in a dumpster. Anyway,
We shouldn't judge a man.
Oh, don't judgment.
Not this man, anyway. Everyone else we can judge freely.
anyway, what you missed was last night I announced the blood hunt.
Oh, lovely. On Robin?
Not quite, though regretting that I did not.
On that kid?
On the other guy.
On the guy who embraced that kid.
Whose name we all know to be Chris.
Yeah, Chris
There
Taylor.
seems to be a major issue with Chris's in the city who are
Yeah,
vampires.
I have yet to meet one that isn't a gigantic douchebag or.
What if you put a
dumbass.
moratorium on embracing anyone named Chris? Might
Or
solve
just-
some
Feels
problems.
exceptionally petty.
Told people to
But
change their names
also,
when they get
like-
embraced.
I mean, do I know of any other Chris's that aren't assholes?
There's Chris Taylor, there's Chris Church.
I think those are the 2 vampire Chris's that I'm aware of.
Hang on, I'm gonna do a search now.
I should just add one just to screw with you. Yeah. So,
Christopher Columbus. Whoa, he's vampire.
Some of those agents might have their
Literally,
first name
only
Chris, we
there are
don't
only
know.
2 of them, and they're both assholes.
Hmm.
It's just Chris Taylor and Chris Church.
One is unfortunate. 2 is a coincidence. So we'll see next time we meet another Chris,
Mm.
because that's the trend.
so what you gonna do now that the kid's out of your hair, so to speak?
So I was going to meet with the
PI.
the PI. Did he tell me what time he wanted to meet?
No, you often get to ask for times. You just oftentimes just like meet me tomorrow.
Well, I was like, it was a last minute thing. So Kevin, what time
You
is
are
he
the
available
prince.
to meet?
What time do you come at and
Okay,
them to
fair.
meet you?
Fuck. I guess like an hour after sunrise. So we have like at this point probably half
Sunset?
an hour. That's what I mean. So at this point we have probably like 45 minutes to a half an hour to discuss what we're gonna ask him to do. And have him meet us here at Kinetic. So to recap, we know that there is another person walking around that can make themselves look like Robin.
Robin.
Or anyone. Can't from what you said, can't they look like anyone they want?
So that's a thing. And that's a
Mhm.
thing that I wanted to talk to you, Mari, about. Because so we do know that obviously the Temesky can do that flesh crafting can do that. But Mari, you and I specifically know of another way to do something like that.
You and I?
Yeah. I don't know if you remember one of the trinkets that we found in that creepy ass house.
Yeah, that is true. The face. The face you can put. Who has that? Do we have that?
Yeah, I think you still have it. I think we took them to we were going to take them to the Tremere, and the Tremere were like, yep, that's a creepy face. This is what it does. And then you took them home, and we haven't discussed them since.
Yeah, that's yeah, we should have done that a while ago.
Yeah.
Because I got a cane with like a demon in it. I forgot about that I just like carry around.
I mean, you don't carry it around. I
and I
assume
totally
it's
forgot
locked in
about
your house. Please tell me it's locked in your fucking house.
I
Maybe check on that. You didn't get that before the flashback showed the two Robins, though. So it's unlikely that was being
Well, that's the
used.
thing. We don't know the flashback. We don't know what time period that happened because
But it was-
it doesn't come with like a year attached. It doesn't say 1976.
Yeah,
in
but you went on
Cozy's
your dream
flashback.
vision thing like in the last few months, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying it's this particular item, but I'm saying
Oh.
we know of items that can do the same thing. So we can't guarantee that it is another Temesky. We're assuming that it is. But also, Robin is a Tremere and would presumably have access to magical artifacts of his own.
But he may be the victim in this.
wouldn't
he
the
was-
Tremere notice?
I mean, who's to say he shared it with them? I mean, you managed to get a handful of magical artifacts without actually going through the Tremere. Who's to say he couldn't do the same?
Oh, sorry, Jilon, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Uh,
I don't remember.
It's not my
you said he could be the
responsibility to remember
victim
what
in
I said.
this.
oh yeah,
You said you could.
well, this could have happened years ago, and the current Robin could be the fake Robin all this time, and it could have been that way for years. We don't know.
It's true.
I know I suggest using magic to do things a lot, but that doesn't. Could we do that?
I mean, if we could capture, like, so the only way to guarantee that we know that the Robin that was the thing that we had talked about last night. Because so we can't guarantee that the Robin that we've been talking to this whole time is Tremere or Temesky. If he managed to learn blood sorcery, and in fact, we've never even seen him do blood sorcery, so maybe he's never done it. Like, have you ever seen him do it?
I don't think I have. But I didn't really spend a lot of time with Robin. He just was there. I didn't really think much about him until
Until he
this.
became a problem.
He didn't do any
yeah.
sorcery at that big meeting, but he had a impassioned speech. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
like
maybe...
he threatened it, but he didn't do anything.
It's possible that this Robin is not Tremere.
So that was the other
comes
thing.
That comes back to like, why would the Tremere notice that he's not Tremere?
There's no way to tell, like, unless you do that specific spell to verify. It's not like you can, he looks exactly like Robin. He's just as much of a dick as Robin is. He acts like Robin in all the correct ways. Hell, if he diablerized Robin, he might even have some of his memories. Either way, if it is true that he is not Tremere, that means River is not either.
Oh, because River's recent.
Right.
We should use her to find out more.
So if we can figure out more about her, maybe convince her to undergo the ritual, maybe say you're trying to learn how to do it, let's do it on each other just to see, because the ritual should just tell you, hey, we're both Tremere. Hey, our sire is so and so. You already know who each other's sire is, supposedly. There's no risk there.
Yeah.
She already invited you over to do magic.
Okay. Do. Okay. Well, I mean, if it was, I didn't want to like associate with her because of Robin, but now that it's possible that it's not Robin, okay.
Well, the thing
Then
is,
she is also a victim in this.
well, the thing
I
is,
mean, she is anyway, but
just associating with somebody doesn't mean that you're best friends. Like, you,
that's true.
if it turns out that she is that he is Tremere, she is his peon in all things and believes everything he does, you can just be using her. There's nothing wrong with associating with somebody that you dislike. She's not actively joined the Anarchs at the moment.
Okay.
And besides, technically,
Then
you're still a free agent as far as I know. You haven't joined the Camarilla fully.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes when
In
you want to
fact,
go
I
after
think
someone
technically
big,
the only the only ones of us that are full Camarilla members are Jilon and myself. Sophia, have you actually signed? You haven't signed the book for the Ventrue yet, have you?
No, I didn't exist, remember?
How often is that meeting, Kevin? When's the next meeting coming up?
I think the regular non-emerging one's like quarterly, so it's
Mm,
gonna be a little bit. And you also know they're dealing with some stuff down in DC.
yeah, that might be too busy.
couldn't the
for that
print
shit.
just like set a day and say everyone who wants to sign up, come in?
Well, the thing is I'm the prince of the city. I'm not the prince of the Ventrue.
Oh, so your head's not big enough to sign up new people to Camarilla.
Correct. Well, there's also two different things that we're talking about here. There's the Ventrue and then the Camarilla. Technically, I could accept her as part of the Camarilla, but I would be hesitant to do that before she signed the book as a true Ventrue, because at least personally, I, as a Ventrue, see clan first, then Camarilla, then. But yeah, so
So Mari can go get with River and figure out what her deal is. Try to insinuate what Robin is doing. Right? Somehow with the sire spell or something.
yeah.
Or maybe you could ask her about how she was turned, like the situation of it and what Robin was like then, to see if anything doesn't add up.
Yeah, we'll just have a girl talk, I guess.
yeah.
She seemed into it.
Regarding the PI, I'm gonna follow up on our ghost issue. See if that's hopefully been resolved.
That whole thing.
Yeah. And then see if he can follow the Robin that we know of and figure out where his haven is.
See if he takes us face off at any point.
Yeah, should we mention, I guess we should be open and honest with him and tell him that there might be two of them.
Yeah, maybe just say there might be two. He might not be who he seems. We need to know.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, isn't there also like a discipline that can do that? Well, no, the one that Cozy does just makes you look like somebody forgettable, right?
Yeah, I think that's not a
It can't
specific
make you
person.
look like somebody specific. Is there like a super advanced one that can let you do that, Kevin?
There might be a level 5 one. But
I wonder, what if he's like that blonde guy? And he's like a wizard. That blonde guy that we all drew a picture of, and then everyone said, forget about him or else.
Oh, fuck that. No, if he's like that, then we're dead. Like, we're super fucked beyond belief. I'm pretty sure he's not like that.
yeah, there is a high level obfuscate that can make people think you're someone else.
Titties. All right, so there are many ways that he could do this.
Is there like a dispel?
No, but all specs might be able to see through it.
Maybe.
Actually, we know a wizard.
Yeah, the Dan.
We know a second wizard.
And
Mari, we have a favor from that guy, Max.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Do you want to use it?
Well, let's talk to the PI first and talk to River and see what we can learn more and think about it. Because I don't know how to use it. Like, I mean, he's a wizard. Like, we could ask him to, I don't know, make us a compass that always points to the real Robin. We could ask him to make a, hell, we could ask him to do the spell that Marco did that burned Streebog, couldn't we?
The compass, I'm thinking if this fake Robin Diablerized the real Robin, then wouldn't it just point to him anyway?
Could we make it more
Um,
general, like to my named enemy?
How about a mirror that reveals who you actually are or something?
Ooh, that could be cool.
Who's the
Or like,
fairest of the
or
land?
like a Palantir. Oh god, that was very nerdy of me. A
No, it wasn't.
scrying ball.
A scrying mirror.
Wait, is that a thing that you guys have? I don't know.
They probably use a
I don't
big bowl of
know,
blood.
Watching
That
a
makes sense.
YouTubers make a series, and they were using a scrying mirror in the game. And anyway, just like, but that's possible. We could ask him.
So, as you're talking, you say the PI approach. Oh, we can move forward some.
Yeah.
Do you remember his name?
Give me a second while I look it up.
Jeremy.
That was not it.
No,
Uh,
Jeremy was somebody else. 'Cause-
Oh.
There's a Jeremy in this game.
Yes, because I think so. It's one of the games that Kevin runs because that's another one of my family members.
His name is Ray Stone.
I was so close.
I see a car pull up. That's and Ray Stone walk out. He puts his hat on. He's like, "Oh, we're meeting out here."
No, come on in. We're just enjoying the night breeze.
I mean, if you just want to meet out here, that's fine too.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Uh,
So I'll walk up to your office area.
yeah.
If you need something, princess, I'll be at my work. You know how to get a hold of me.
Okay.
He's gonna go to work.
Someone maintains their job.
it's a weekend. You don't work on a weekend.
Who the fuck
Accidents
knows what
happen on the
day it
weekend.
is?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Off with Raystone.
I follow unless Liz tells me not to.
If Jilon's cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah,
Oh, what's Cozy doing, by the way?
You know, she just did the disappearing thing again.
Woke up and she was gone.
pursuing her own line of investigation.
That can be bad when it comes to shapeshifters. That's out of character.
Well, we need,
Yeah, you don't fucking say. It's
We need,
been
like, a
bad
private-
specifically for her in the past.
we need a secret code we can all use. That so if
What?
to make sure that we are the right person,
Hmm.
that the shapeshifter wouldn't know, unless they can steal our memories.
Is Mari going up to the meeting with Raystone or going to do something else?
Liz, would you like for me to go to check out
Come,
the Tremere?
maybe like message them ahead of time, let them know that you wanted to chat and with like River or whatever, and then come with us to the meeting just so that we're all informed.
Except for Sean.
Except for Sean, which to be fair though, this is ghost shit, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll text
Sophia,
the-
ghost shit?
Yeah.
Question mark?
I'll text Tommy because
Mhm.
I was actually thinking of either Tommy or Denise to take care of the dog. So I'll text Tommy and see if he'll come and get Gawain. And then I will text Tremere and say, hey, I'm headed over, I'm gonna look for shit. and then I'm going to say, and then I'm gonna plan on, if I have River's number, I'm going to write River. And that's all that I'm doing.
Which member of the Tremere did you text?
I talked to your sire in a while.
Frederick's there. I have not talked to Erica in a while. I guess I'll message Erica.
Alright, so you texting along. Let's go into the meeting of Raystone. He walks into your office, goes and sits in your chair, spins it around and then spins it back around. It's like,
Yeah, that's my chair.
yes, but I'm the detective and it's just more fitting for me to be the one in the chair. Puts his feet up on the desk, pulls out a cigarette, just
I knock his feet off the desk and sit on the desk. So, did you find anything about our ghost friend?
which one?
The one that's trying to murder us?
Well, first, I don't think he's a friend.
Well, that's sarcasm, my man.
Yeah, so I found a few things out. Apparently he's got a real grudge against you.
You don't say. I had no idea from when he told us in Italian that he wanted to kill Mari. Sorry,
A lot of
continue.
the other spirits on the other side are not too happy with him around and are debating stuff on their own end.
Oh,
Yeah, so my contacts. He's also really weakened and doesn't really have as much ability to cross over to do things to you as
I
others.
kind of figured that considering he hadn't actually done any harm to us yet.
From what I can understand with some of the other spirits on the other side, he's new, relatively speaking, to the spiritual life and spirit life. And is very much trying to accumulate knowledge and the ability to come over so they can exact revenge against what you've done to them. Every time I think I've gone near him the last couple of days, manages to elude me because I don't really cross over to the other side, so I'm just seeing, hearing, speaking, smelling, tasting.
Mhm.
Did you know the curtain between this world and the next tastes a bit like marshmallows?
You know, I'll be honest, the last time I saw it, I wasn't really paying attention to what it tasted like.
Interesting tidbit.
Is it because of Pac-Man?
What's Pac-Man have to do with marshmallows?
That's those things he eats when he chases ghosts.
Those are cherries.
No.
Their cherries are there. They get bonus points. The marshmallows are the little white dots.
Mm-hmm.
But those were power pellets.
Pellet. What is a pellet but a marshmallow?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Do hamsters eat marshmallows when they give them the little hamster pellets?
but I'm assuming that means that because you can't get close to him, you can't really like exercise him, make sure that he stays away.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, but is being well. I've called in one favor, so from the other side, so he is being kept away from at least the community center for now.
Okay,
That's going to cost you more though.
understandable.
Sounds like he's
Now, when you
weak and can't do
say
anything.
kept away from the community center, is there a chance that he'll show up other places?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super. But it would only be
Uh,
places he knows of at least. So there's that.
Well, one of the issues is he's probably still trying to navigate the other realm city. Baltimore, it looks very different on the other side.
Yeah, we've heard that.
Yeah. So,
Do you
So it
know
sounds like we don't
his
have to do anything.
name? Do you
Pardon?
know do you know who it is?
I
I
know
think I
who
know
it
who it is. Yes.
So I haven't got a name yet because unfortunately the people he's encountered on the other side don't speak Tuscany. So I'm having trouble with people translating. It could be Italian, Tuscany, Sicilian, one of those languages.
So he doesn't wait. So wait. So he doesn't speak English. So it's got.
Well,
And he's coming after me.
well, I didn't say he doesn't
So it's
speak
gotta
English.
be-
He just has not spoken it to others.
Yeah, he might just revert.
Oh, okay. He
to-
just has not spoken English. Okay. I'm less freaking out now.
Who do you think it is? Did you murder somebody in your youth? Do you have vengeance?
No, it's just there's
did
like
you
a
cause- Very what?
there's a very big name in my ex-boyfriend's family that they were kind of trying to bring back, and
No,
I
I
was
think if
worried
it
it
was
was him.
I think if it was that guy, then I don't think he would be
So
trying to accumulate knowledge.
Thinking it's Lucio or Walter?
Well, I'm thinking it's one of those. I'm hoping it's one of those. If it is like what is his
She was
it's
afraid it
August-
might be Uncle Augie.
Oh no,
Yeah, Uncle Augie.
it's
Okay,
not
good.
Uncle
Thank you.
Augie. I can tell you that
Good.
right now. He puts his hat down. It's like, just as a reminder, that is my clan.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I am Hakate.
Yeah, so you know Uncle Augie. So it's not Uncle.
I know the
Augie. So
stories.
you-
I've never met him while he was still around, but I am well aware of who Uncle Augie is.
Yeah, that's who Volter and Lucio
But-
were trying to summon
Yes.
when
Yeah, it's
they
not
met
him.
their unfortunate ends.
But since you mentioned those two, that does help me out when it comes to stuff, because if you think it's one of them, well, first of all, what happened? I've heard rumors with the other Hakate. I'm not like big in the family tree. I'm more of an outsider after the family reunion and stuff. What exactly happened with those two to cause beef?
We killed them
don't
in
have-
self-defense.
Okay, that does cause some beef.
Yeah.
well,
blame us for their own mistakes.
technically, only one of them we saw die.
Oh, what happened to the other one? Which one that used
He
names?
fell through the veil.
Who was that?
Believe it was Lucio fell through the veil.
Yeah. That's helpful. Thank you. That information can just crack the case wide open. The fact that you know.
Yeah, I believe Volter died from damage. Like he got torn to shreds by a gangrel.
Oof.
Lucio tried to complete the ritual and it kind of ate him and then imploded.
If you see him next time, you could yell Lucio and see if he looks.
I can do that. Since knowing the potential name really helps out. Like knowing names of spirits is a huge
Liz would
Power.
probably remember their full names and would give them to him because I believe they introduced themselves by their full names the
Yeah.
first time we met.
So that's good. All right, so I can look into that. Well, if that's everything, oh god, it disappeared.
There was one other thing.
Hmm?
I know that we're asking a lot of you, and I'm obviously willing to pay for your time.
Damn straight.
I find myself wanting someone followed. A kindred.
X.
No, more of an enemy.
Oh.
Robin Menard.
Mr. Menard.
Mm-hmm. But we have reason to believe that there may either the Robin Menard that we know is not the same as he has always been, or there are two of them running around. I don't know if it's by manner of Tremere magic or obfuscate or perhaps flesh crafting.
Well, if he's a master of obfuscation, tracking him down is going to be a lot harder.
I
I can
have
tell you
no
that for now.
idea. All I know is that we do know that there is potentially one Smeski in the city that is unaccounted for and probably has a grudge against myself and everyone in this room minus our new friend Sophia. And yourself, of course.
Ravel?
Hmm?
Ravel? The Zemeski guy?
I don't recognize the name. All I know is that
Saw him hanging around your community center a couple months ago.
Smeski. Huh. No, this individual we believe remind me, Kevin, did Cozy understand that Hungarian was written by this guy?
I think you kind of got together that you remember
Okay.
that there was another one.
We're thinking that either he speaks Hungarian or is Hungarian, but other than that, we don't know much about him.
Okay, so it's not Ravel.
My guess is that he was an old ally of a Smeski that very recently met his end in the city named Stribolg. But
Not a lot
that's
to go on, but I can.
it's making a lot of assumptions. We don't know exactly how he's hiding his face, just that
I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be 500 a night until I do stuff. Robin Menard is a baron, which means I am going to extract a lot of negative heat when it comes to the anarchs, and going to have to violate a lot of standard policies and practices of going into territory that's claimed by others. So it's going to be expensive.
understandable.
All right. So anything else? Exes, dogs, lost children.
I think that's it. Is there
Only.
anything else that he needs to know about Robin?
You just want him found, right?
If you can track him down, point us to his haven, that would be spectacular.
Or if you find out if he's who he is.
Yeah, pretty much
Uh,
any information you can find on this guy would be helpful.
See what I can do.
Well, that was very that was helpful.
As long as you pay me. Shit. There's only a few things I won't use my detective skills on.
Well, now I'm curious.
Certain things within the clan that you are not privy to.
Fair.
Also certain clientele I will not work for.
Okay.
So, well, that's everything. I mean,
Yeah, thank you. You've been very helpful.
thanks. All right. Gets up off your desk. Ugh. Puts the cigarette back in because you never lit it. It's for show. So you put the thing that kills you in the. No, sorry.
Callie.
Um,
As soon as the door closes, turn to Sophia. So, how many questions do you have after that nonsense?
Oh. No, not really. I'll just pay attention and see what gets answered. I'm a bit peckish though.
I mean,
What else is on the menu for this evening?
well, on the menu, there's anybody downstairs
Fair.
for the itinerary. Mari had a meeting with somebody. And I think that might be it, right? That we actually had planned.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are taking direct action in the blood hunt, at least. Or I don't even know how we would do that. Just wander the streets.
I mean, it kind of it depends on, like, some people might just wander the streets. Some people will start knocking heads, asking anarchs what they've seen, and
But what would
depends.
we do if we wanted to win our own competition?
I mean, if you would like to win, I would suggest that you pretty much do kind of the same. Start asking around. I mean, you know a fuck ton of
It's true.
members of your clan. Not all of them are Camarilla. Some of them might have heard something. Do you got somebody in mind?
Not particularly at the moment. But that is a good idea, and I will think
could-
on who I might know.
You could offer up a lifetime access to your club to the one person who tells you where he is.
Some sort of reward-based system would incite a
Hmm.
lot of people, I'm sure, to go out of their way. That's for sure. But the reward itself is having a childer and gaining
Not
half the city.
everyone- Well, not gaining half. No.
Well, I mean, it was floated. Somebody floated that idea.
Yeah, that's not happening.
No.
It was floated. It was shot down.
I
Not
can lean
everyone
into the fact that
wants-
it might be a possibility.
No.
Yeah, no. I mean, not everyone is looking to embrace currently, but if there's something else on the table for them helping.
That's true. I might be able to get some people that wouldn't normally do it. Much to have thought about.
I mean, Jilon, you should embrace now, especially since your sire is going after a new childer.
Yeah, I still need to find out more about this person.
Of course.
Probably called Chris.
Probably.
I hope her name is Chris right now. I 100% please, Kevin.
It would follow all the trends that we know. I set Jambi on that. He'll figure something out.
Yeah.
I still don't know the timeline of it either. I don't know if it's going to be within the week or 3 months from now. But technically, it's not my concern. Technically.
Technically. However, It's absolutely my concern.
Yes. So, if there's time, I do want to go and maybe have a quick bite. Upstairs, downstairs, wherever
Go
it is
for it.
from here. Because I just did Blush of Life, and now I'm at 4 hunger.
Yay!
Oof.
For hunger.
So I'm going to go looking for somebody
All right.
to snack on.
Yeah.
I have a caveat.
Hmm.
I'm looking for somebody that prefers a certain hand.
Lefty.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh, those are
Much
That's a-
harder to find.
yeah. That's a very sinister group to find. For those at home wondering, yeah, sinister means left-handed originally.
I think everyone knows that. I think it's
I
pretty
don't know
common
who's
knowledge.
watching.
Only smart people watch the show
You hear
or
that?
are in it.
Yeah. All right, so you go. Let's see if there's any. Now the club's not really super, full and booming right now. It's still pretty
Mhm.
early, so it's a lot of staff getting things ready. So let's see if there's any left-handed pole dancers.
Do they have pole dancers?
There was a joke of the ribbon dancers a while ago.
That might have been like an event and not like an every night thing.
Yeah.
I think that like the performances would vary based on the music talent that was there.
Mhm.
So, taking a quick glance with the various people downstairs, you don't see any left-handed working.
Nobody scribbling with.
They'd also be righties.
Disappointing. I am hungry though. What do I need to do to go outside my special interests there?
Do you
It's
look at 'em in a mirror?
willpower roll.
Oh, a willpower roll?
So rarefied tastes.
Yeah.
It is a result. I lied. It's a resolve and awareness test. Oh no, to guess if a mortal is your favorite prey. If they are not your favorite prey, you have to spend 2 willpower to feed on them. It's actually equal to your bane severity. So whatever your bane severity is.
Pain severity.
2, I think, at this point.
Which, if your blood
Mine
potency
is
2,
2.
then yeah, 2.
You could also go outside the club.
I could. I don't want to get too far away. I mean, what else is around here at this time of night?
It's still
I
pretty
mean-
early in the evening, so lots of things.
That and we're in like the heart of the inner harbor. There's plenty, like we're in tourist central.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll take a stroll.
So, now there is supposed to be rolls for a hunt in Jeanette. Do you remember what
Yeah.
those are?
I
What type of
can't find them. Yes.
predator style are you?
Oh, I'm the whatchamacallit. Where the hell is it? I'm the dating type.
Siren?
Is that it? Is that what it's called? Where is it on here? I haven't looked
I
at that in a
use
while.
seduction and subterfuge.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, so roll that.
Predator pool is charisma and subterfuge.
Charisma and subterfuge. All right. Roll them dice.
Charisma, subterfuge, 2. So that's 6 dice. And I'm at 4 hunger. This will be interesting. Rolling.
Well, as long as
I-
you're not near this club, you can do what you want.
That's fair. I rolled 2 successes out of 6 dice.
Takes about 20 minutes of traveling around the inner harbor, but you eventually do find an individual who meets all of your requirements. And you go off somewhere to feed.
And as a caveat to that, because I am thinking about the need to build my herd, I am going to use the lingering kiss so that I'm very unforgettable.
Alright, so lingering kiss. Which mechanics is that anymore?
So that's under presence, and
Who the heck knows?
they
It's one. It's a power that's been changed like 2 or
so
3
many times.
Yeah, they keep changing it. 'Cause apparently it was too powerful, and then too weak, and then too powerful. I don't know.
So-
Which one is the most updated, Kevin? The one in the new book or the one in the companion?
The companion, I think, is most updated.
Oh,
And I think one of the biggest changes is that, like, you can't have the immune to blood bond background with it anymore, or before you could, so you could like negate any of its potential downsides if you were to feed on like other vampires, kind of thing.
mm-hmm.
I think that was one of the big changes.
I believe the new one makes them more attractive to other people.
Right. 2D got the that up yet?
I'm trying to find it now. Sorry,
Okay.
give me a second.
Sorry.
What is it called again?
It is lingering kiss.
Lingering kiss errata. The victim gains a bonus equal to half the user's presence rounded up to one social attribute of their choice. This lasts for a single night. Once it fades, withdrawal strikes and the victim's actions not spent working toward a new fix receive a dice penalty. So basically they get high as shit. They get high as shit and are way more attractive for a single night and then immediately go into withdrawal.
I'm sorry.
It looks like it's free.
Yes.
All right. All right. Cool. So you got someone who's addicted to you.
I'll take their number. I don't give them mine because I just don't want my phone ringing off the hook.
I'll call you. You won't call
Would it be terrible if I made them forget me
me.
and they don't know why?
Oh, that's so evil.
May or may not have done that in the past.
Mhm. Okay, so we will cut to no one because they'll both be RBs.
I'm down to what, 1 hunger if I feed?
Yeah, I think maximum non-harmful will drop you by 2.
Oh, okay. So I'll go down to 2 hunger.
Yeah, let me double check that.
This is my first time doing this.
Yep, maximum non-harmful. If you want to start harming them, you can drop it down to 1 or 0 if you kill them. So that would defeat the purpose of lingering kiss.
Truth. No, I won't do that this time.
All right.
So Sophia's gone for a little bit and then comes back.
Mhm.
So let's get to Mari.
Murray.
That connection's unstable. How's it going?
All right, can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right. So as you were sitting there after the meeting with Stone, you get a call on your phone from Tommy.
Hello?
Hey, Mari, I'm outside. You said I was supposed to pick up someone named Gawain?
Uh, yeah. Just if I pick up the Australian Shepherd puppy and I head outside.
I was like, oh, a dog. Yeah. Nice dog.
Yeah.
Gotta seem to be fading there.
I'm fading.
Yeah, you're glitching some.
Your internet connection is making you sound like a robot.
I'm sorry. I am connected to the Ethernet. and I don't know what's going on. So,
It happens.
Is your brother downloading some again?
he told me he wasn't. So,
Is your grandma?
it's possible.
Down on the cookie recipes?
No, she's got a million tabs open on my brother's computer. So, anyway,
It's like,
yeah, Tommy, this is Gawain.
ah. Do you got a lead and his bowl and food?
Liz did order that.
Yeah, I ordered. Yeah, I think I made sure to get it.
I bought
Yeah.
food before the special puppy order came in as well.
Helps you put everything in this car. There's a van. Is it? So am I like just watching him for a couple days, couple hours, fostering him now?
If it's okay, we'll maybe talk about this going forward, but is it possible that you could take care of him when you are, are you awake during the day, Tommy?
Sometimes I do work a lot of night shifts.
Ready froze. Hello?
We're
We're
here.
here.
Okay.
Hey, just saw you hit
Yeah.
mute and then grab someone off screen.
Yeah. And then yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So if when you are awake, is it alright if you take care of Goyen?
So if I couldn't, why would you be giving me the dog?
Well, no, I mean, I'm asking you right now because if you can't, then I'll have to figure out something else.
You can always have my sister take care of him.
Who is your sister?
My sister. You never met her because, she's awake during the day and you're sleeping.
Okay, well, I would like to meet your sister first before I give her my dog.
Well, no, is she? You trust me, Mari. I'm like your favorite employee.
I do trust you, Tommy. I don't know if I trust your sister.
She's a lot like me. Happy,
good.
cheerful. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I can bring my sister in like when the store opens up again.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be good. But
Unless
for
you-
now, Tommy, if it's all right,
Unless you want
can
to set up a
please
date
watch
with her.
Goyen? Huh?
She's still single.
Well, what is she like? Besides being like you, like, is she pretty?
She's my sister. I don't really see her like that, I guess. And it's like you don't really think of your siblings as attractive. They're siblings. I mean, I kind of obligated to either tease her or say that she's pretty, even if I don't think so, because it's sister.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll meet your sister. Just have I don't have time tonight. But maybe tomorrow I can beat your sister, and then we can figure out the dog situation.
Okay. Yeah. I could also get my dog walker to
Okay.
take care of him too. I just have to pay a little
You
extra.
have a dog? Do you have a dog?
Yeah.
All right, just here's going, and I'll talk to you later, and
Okay.
just keep me updated to how he is. Okay, just
Okay.
let me know.
Mari, you act like there are things that that I have that you don't know.
I am realizing this, Tommy.
Yeah.
I'm realizing this.
Yeah. I mean, there's things about you I don't know because you're the boss.
I'm an open book, Tommy.
Yeah. Like I've never heard you talk about your mom.
Anyway, let's just
I take the dog. He'll be safe.
all right.
Gets into his van, put the dog. You see him pull out like a little dog car seat. The dog just puts the dog in there.
Oh.
It's like, you're gonna love the pug at home. Hmm.
Okay. And now I'm going to get into my car and head to the Tremere chantry.
All right. We will continue going with that scene as you get to the chantry. There's somebody who's going to cut to is still BRB. So, several minutes later, you pull up to the outside of the chantry. It looms as you walk up to the door.
I knock.
A few moments, door opens. You see, let's see. Trying to remember who all the Tremiers are anymore. Okay.
Gregory training his puppy.
You actually see a Tremere you don't really recognize too much, or at least an individual.
Sorry. I was hoping it was Gregory. I don't say that out loud. I say that in my brain. Hello.
It's like, hey, don't think we've met. You are Mari, I'm guessing?
Yeah, and you are?
Anthony. You can call me Tony.
Tony. Hello.
Hello.
Uh,
Yeah, he's Afro-Latino, so you gotta describe more later as I develop him. Yeah. Yeah, might have met him once or so, but yeah, he's like, hey, yeah, it's things. Yeah, it's my day to make sure everything's good up in the house. Come on in.
mhm.
Yeah, Erica told me you're coming. She's not quite here yet.
That's that's okay. So how have things been going on around here?
Okay, not bad. Couple dogs showed up. Apparently, Frederick said that Greg can have some dogs, so we got a couple of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes things interesting.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Mhm. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, no. Oh, there's the whole, the anarch leaning chantry that's kind of, at war with us and stuff. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm here.
Mhm. Oh, there's a couple members of our chantry that don't show up often, so they're not like in the know about what's going on.
Yeah. And that would be
It's like, Who that be? Yeah, that is interesting. Oh, look, there's a mirror there. Um, it's a really nice mirror. It's from 1840. Look at the nice little working around and the reflection of the people who look into it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, is Frederick here?
He is doing a ritual right now.
Oh.
So what can I help you with?
No offense, Tony, but I think I'm gonna wait for Erica. I just there's some things I need to talk to her about. And yeah. But how are you? How are you doing?
As I said, doing okay, you know, learning rituals and spells, being a productive member of the chantry, you know, doing my part.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And what magic have you been up to?
Oh, you know, usual protect wards and glyphs, some scrying stuff. Oh, learning trying to develop a blood sorcery ritual that would allow me to enhance the structural integrity of tungsten. That's a
So,
little
oh
tough.
yeah,
Though.
I forgot that. I forgot that you could do that. You could make rituals. That is. Do you think it's probable, because we're into scrying and stuff? Do you think it's probable to take something like this mirror and possibly have it reflect, like, if somebody, who they are inside? When would the reflection show who they are inside?
That's a little metaphysical there. When you say who they are inside, like, what do you mean? Like their true inner self, what they are without illusions, what they think they are versus
Yeah,
what they truly are?
Yeah. You know that scene in the Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy where he looks into the mirror and he sees himself, and then he looks up at a crow, and then he looks back in the mirror and he sees himself as a ghost? Now, if you took that, now I don't know if you've ever seen the Haunted Mansion, but if you took that and and made it into like you look in it and you see yourself as like the worst possible version of yourself. Like, do you think that's possible?
So like the mirror from Harry Potter?
I've never seen that movie.
I've never seen Haunted Mansion, so we're speaking different languages here. Like the picture of Dorian Gray?
Yeah, like the picture of Dorian Gray.
Or your reflection
Oscar Wilde, yeah.
Yeah, Oscar Wilde. Yeah, I met the guy. Anyway. What? We went to the same clubs. It's okay. So you want a mirror that can that hypothetically a mirror that reflects your true self, that goes through illusions and stuff. I'm guessing you're thinking of, like, right?
Yes.
So like if somebody had like
Yes.
obfuscate on them, you'd see who they really are as they walked by. Or if somebody,
Yeah, like invisibility or something.
yeah, that's plausible.
Yeah. Or, flesh crafting.
Flesh crafting is a little more difficult, but okay, because you're wanting the true reflection of the person. So the person truly thinks that they are what you see. With flesh crafting, then that's what they would be reflected as. Like
Okay, but it doesn't have to be what somebody believes that they are. It's just the reflection of their true self.
but if what they believe they are is their
like,
true self, then that's what would be reflected.
this is a deeper question than I thought it was going to be.
I just hit
Um,
my knee on my table.
Are you okay?
It hurts. Oh, oh no. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, so just it's like a metaphysical thing. That's one of the issues with just magic in general, at least the magics like blood sorcery and romantic magic and stuff. So, like, if someone used flesh crafting to make, if someone was a man and used it to look them like a woman, but deep down they were a woman, it would not show through the flesh crafting because that's who they truly are or think they are, right?
Right.
Right. So yeah, so it would reflect
I
the
need to
inner
workshop
self.
this.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's plausible, but it's like I said, it depends on how you're defining what it means by that. Now, if it's invisibility or things as when it comes to obfuscation, it would probably work easily because obfuscation actually does not change the person; it changes the perception of those around them. It's actually a projection into the mind, not a physical change. So if they walk by the mirror and you're looking, it will go right through it because it's no longer reflect, the magic would bypass that probably. So that's very doable. In fact, we have a mirror similar to that in the basement.
Can I have it?
No,
Why?
it weighs 300 pounds
Oh,
and it's bolted to the floor.
can I get a shard of glass from it?
That would break the enchantment. It's designed so when we do summonings of demons and ghosts and stuff, they can't just disguise themselves and trick us. You can look in the mirror and see what they are, kind of thing. Hypothetically, we could create one.
That's what I was about to ask. Is it possible that we know someone or we have the ability to create a smaller version of it? And can we do it in like the next 24 hours?
No, we can create one, but not in the
Okay.
next 24 hours.
Okay.
First of
take
all,
away
we'd
the
have to
24
get.
hours one.
Mhm.
Can we do it?
Yes, we've already.
Okay.
The clan's done it before.
No, I mean, can we do it again?
Yeah, it is replicable. It's just a matter of getting together and making it. It just takes time. Everything takes time. If you want something quick and easy, well, you have to go to the block. That's where the prostitutes and
Okay, I know what you were referring to.
Okay.
Okay. It is possible we could do it, but it can't be very soon.
Correct. We got to get the ingredients. We got to get the people together who can actually cast a ritual. We need to go through any kind of ritual takes time, and if it's something big and permanent like an artifact, takes even longer.
Mm-hmm.
So it just takes some time. But it's possible. I mean, when I first came to here from where I was, because with the defection and everything, they wanted to grow the chantry size. So I was like, hey, there's some movement and stuff, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna come to Baltimore. It's a nice place. I was told you didn't have a lot of ambition and wasn't really as big into this stuff. I'm glad you seem to be changing things.
That is okay. Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah.
I walked past Anthony. I head to Gregory, my friend Gregory, who has never doubted me.
You go and you see Greg sitting in one of the studies, and you just see two puppies on his lap. He's like,
Hi, Gregory.
hello, Murray. These are dogs.
I know. I got one.
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
enjoying your time with them?
Yes, it is soothing. They
I'm
do not
glad.
boss me around and tell me what to do all the time.
That's good.
To them, I am the master. It is a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
Though they do piddle a lot on the floor. I'm still training them.
hmm
Yes.
Have you named them? Sorry, Kevin.
Peril and Dog.
Oh, I was hoping Monica and Chandler.
I might name them new names, but that's what I have for now.
Okay.
I have not had to name a living thing before, really. At least that I can
Mhm.
remember.
Your names are good. Your names are good. They're great. I sit down next to him.
How may I help you, Mari? You seem in distress.
I'm always in distress, Gregory. I'm waiting for Erica. It's possible that so Robin planted some bombs at my bookstore and at other places that are important to me. And I need to talk to Erica about him possibly planting some here.
No bombs have been planted here.
You know that for sure?
Yes. This is my guardianship.
Okay.
Part of a ritual that was cast a while ago allows me to detect or notice things like that.
And you haven't detected anything. That brings up another thing. Is there a point in time, you've been here for a while, is there a point in time where you knew Robin right before everything?
Yes, I am aware of Robin. I'm also the one who captured him.
I know. Was there a point in time that you can remember where he started acting differently?
There were a couple times. He seemed very agitated before the whole betrayal. Like he thought that someone would know that apparently he would betray us before he actually had the time, I think. Nervousness. Yes.
But before he did betray us, was he, because I haven't known him for long, was he different?
I detected no real difference. He was ambitious and very much self-serving, but also very charismatic to bring people to his side. Very much wanted to gain control of things in his own way. Kind of hypocritical in many ways. He's a really good salesman.
Yeah,
hmm
I know a few of those.
Someone came by the other day to try and sell some knives to us.
Oh,
They got scared.
I'd imagine.
Yes, but I detected nothing. Why do you ask, Mari?
It's possible Robin is not who he says he is, Gregory, and maybe hasn't been. If I'm for hasn't been himself for a while.
I do not know who he would be, so
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna wait for Erica and say hi to her and just.
Erica is at the door.
Oh, Erica is at the door. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I will go get the door then.
You go open the door right as she goes to put a key in. She's like,
Hey,
picking up some tricks from Greg?
Gregory told me you were here.
Mm.
Well, he told me you were here.
Okay. That explains that. For a sec there, I thought you were picking up some tricks from him, and I was like, wow. So you wanted to speak? Come, let's go to my my area. Which takes you to a side room. She sits there and is like, so how can I help you, Mari? I know it's been a while since we've talked and you've been through a lot. Things have been going on. I've been neglecting as your sire. Though you haven't come to me, and I figure that means you've been handling things very well. So you're doing good. How's your girlfriend and your arranged marriage going?
Define well. To start off, I no longer have a girlfriend. I'm no longer in an arranged marriage. I have a dog now. I'm handling things fairly well for the amount of stress I'm under, and it's good to see you, Erica.
Lovely. Nice to kick it up. I hear your coterie member
yes.
is the prince of the city.
Yes, she is.
How does that feel to have that little
it
extra
is,
power and influence?
I always kind of saw Liz as a more powerful and influential person than I am, so I guess nothing really has changed much. But anyway, I came to talk about Robin.
Have you been having second thoughts of which side you chose?
No, I've not.
Good.
I wanted to bring up a idea that I have had about him. Is it now? Gregory told me that there wasn't any bombs here because he planted bombs at the bookstore, and I was worried that there was going to be bombs here. But Gregory told me that there is none, so that's good. But I just wanted to bring up is it possible that Robin is not actually a Tremere?
No, Robin is quite a Tremere.
No, I'm okay. How do you know though?
Well, pretty certain. I know he's a Tremere because I think Marcos might have sired him. So
Okay.
kind
But
of a
is
Yeah.
is it possible that is there a point in time where his demeanor or anything changed at all? Like from the beginning of you knowing him?
So Mari, I'm getting that there's something you actually just want to come out and say, but you're beating around the bush.
It's possible that the person who is trying to be Robin is actually someone who's using fleshcraft.
So you're saying it might be a Zemeski potentially.
That's what I'm thinking.
Hmm.
I want to give, maybe it's because I want to give like the real Robin the benefit of the doubt that he wouldn't do this, but my friend saw something and it is it
Which
is
friend?
kind of pointing. I don't remember. It was 2 weeks ago. It was a cozy. Okay, cozy.
Malkavian.
It was Kozaline.
The
Yeah,
Malkavian
but
with the cape.
yes.
And you trust everything she's saying to you without a grain of salt? Malkavians are
mean-
known to be a little off with what they say.
I trust Cozy more than anyone.
Now, this is from sire to childer. I think you have your trust misplaced slightly there. There are a handful of people in the world that you might be able to really trust. I would not put that with Kozaline. Now, Gregory, maybe. He is programmed and bred to be loyal, so you can probably trust him. Kozaline, the Malkavians, they hear and see things that aren't there. Hmm.
Yeah, well, are the Tremere any better?
Oh, there's a
Said
difference.
Robin.
With the Tremere, what I've learned over the couple last several years, decades, with the Tremere, we're untrustworthy and we don't really hide it. We don't pretend not to be trustworthy like that. With Malkavians, you can never really tell because they honestly might think that they are telling you truth and things that are not obscured, but in reality, it's not really objective truth they're telling you. So just be careful. Yeah, I mean, I think every clan, there's very few vampires you can really trust. Like I said, Greg, maybe. Maybe that handsome Julian boy.
Do you- then let me restate the question.
Mm,
Do you
what a
think
dilf.
that?
Anyway.
Oh my god. Do you do you think it's possible that
There's-
Robin is not who he says he is?
Based on what little you said, plausible. Just because I don't have that much information, it is plausible that someone could have taken over. We did see it happen with Streebog. So it has happened. Thing to think of though is, like I said, to really like what exactly did your friend see or do to make you think this?
It was a past I believe a reflection of the past where she saw Robin's reflection in his cane and then Robin standing over him.
So two Robins, one standing over the other, and a cane involved.
Do you know anything about that?
I do know he had a special cane made so they could do blood sorcery a lot easier. It's a really nice one.
When was that?
A couple years ago. But here's the thing, and there is a way to tell which Robin it is, because if she's scrying using psychometry or blood sorcery to get or aspects, whatever it is, to get a view of some of the past on the cane, there is a timeline of things that you are aware of. One, Marcos just recently went into torpor only several months ago, right?
Yes.
While he was around, he made sure certain things were always he basically cast spells and used a lot of blood sorcery to make sure everyone within the chantry was who they said they were and very loyal and stuff, which is probably one reason why Robin didn't really start doing his stuff until after Marcos went to torpor. He tried to find many ways to overcome our clan weakness. Right?
Yeah.
So possibly after that, but the most telling thing is Robin's sired, right?
Yes.
Get her blood. We'll be able to tell what clan she is. Invite her over to a party and knock her out. Drain some of her blood. Cut a finger off.
Uh, uh,
I mean,
However, I could ask.
I mean, if that will work, But
I've
would
asked for people's blood before and they've given it up to me. So,
that's nice. But yeah, if this person, I can't remember her name, Lake something River.
River.
If she is a Tremere and she knows that Robin was, and we know Robin is her sire, you will know that it had to have been Robin who was her sire, which we can detect with that on the day she was made. So if there was a change, it would have to happen. But you said that it was a cane, which means you're in possession of it, correct? In order to
I
tell.
believe Cozy has it. Yeah.
Right. So that event, if he was replaced, would have to happen before you got in possession of the cane, correct?
Yes.
So if River was changed after you were already in possession of the cane and is actually the sire, and Robin is actually her sire, you know he did not switch. That switch did not happen, or that both of them are working in unison and not one replacing the other. That would at least give you that knowledge.
And I'll get blood from her.
Because one, just a couple scenarios you weren't thinking of. Because right now you're under the impression that what you saw was Robin being replaced by this man. The other two scenarios is they had a fight or something and then decided to team up. Or there was a fight, the one tried to replace Robin, and Robin defeated him. And then what you were seeing was the fleshcrafter on the ground and Robin standing triumphant. Scenarios to think of.
Okay. I think I'll start by getting River's blood and bringing it back here.
Yes. Bring us rivers of
I'm
blood.
supposed to meet her tonight.
Oh, lovely.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And see if we can try to convince her to come to our chantry. We always can use more people.
I'll try.
Yeah. You got away with people. Everyone just seems to love you, Mari, which is one reason I chose you. You just
Everybody seems to love me, but they just are, think that I'm a pawn, or they think that I have no ambition. It's
Are you reading
No, it's
Marco's
fine.
notes again?
Oh, come on.
I think you have a great talent. That's why I chose you to begin with. I mean, I saw someone that had a lot of potential to be molded to become something greater because just some of the vibes you gave off to me.
Vibes.
Yeah, just because you haven't achieved greatness in what, 8 months doesn't mean you're not going to do it. I mean, woo, it's been 8 months. It takes a lot longer than that for most people to even learn how to be a vampire properly. So don't give up. I mean, do what you got to do. I mean, learn from everyone and just pick what you want to be and go for it. Grab the world by the udders and just milk it for all it's worth.
Okay. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for that image. I'm gonna say goodbye to Gregory and then I'm gonna head out. Is that guy with the fire here?
Oh, sure, Khan. Yeah, he's downstairs. He doesn't like electricity
Okay.
too much, but you can go visit him. I mean, he likes visitors.
I don't want to take up too much of the overall vampire time, so
No, this is
Mari's gonna go
great.
to the basement.
All right. With that, let's switch over to the person who hasn't had a scene yet if he wants it. Reese.
And he's doing paychecks and he's balancing checkbooks. So I mean,
Also know you got the chroma green shirt on, and your background hasn't blended in yet. That's nice.
yeah, virtual background versus actually looking at green
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah. I was just so waiting for when you first sat down for it all, just head.
I mean, I could change it real quick, but anyway, he's just
so-
doing that. So unless somebody wants to contact him, that's what he's doing.
Oh, you don't think I can get a role playing out of you with just your employees? You haven't been playing long enough. Yeah, so you go to your garage. Monique sees you approach like, "Hey, boss, it's been a bit.
In a bit.
How's it
Everything
going?"
good?
Swell, like got a couple extra jobs coming in. We do have that weird guy calling.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I should
he's-
schedule time for that.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he has a new vehicle he would like you to work on.
Yep. I got to schedule time for that. I'll do that tonight. Let's get that squared away. Set a time.
And then someone else stopped by, said he was a friend of yours.
I don't have friends.
Really? Huh?
Well,
You said you were friends.
who was it?
I think he said his name was Jack, maybe. He said you know him. He said to let you know that Kim's doing okay, and
Hmm.
yeah, he's actually looking to get a new friend, and would want to know if you want to go with him sometime in the next couple weeks to go for a ride and some new friends or something. He was a little
Gotcha. Okay, I have one friend.
okay, yeah, and he said that there was a new. He said something about coterie.
Sorry, Callie.
Yeah, so yeah, something about a coterie coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Did he leave a number or anything? I don't remember if I grabbed it last time.
Yeah, he left a number just in case. He said he wasn't sure if he remembered his number, so he left it.
Good.
His number. He also said if you are interested, he's got someone named Debbie that he's kind of breaking up with, and is wondering if you wanted her.
Oh, that's so sad. I'll talk to him and see what the details are. But okay,
Yeah.
sounds like that's also what I'm doing tonight. Okay,
Yeah. Just there.
cool. All right.
Yeah. Other than that, we also got a lot more calls with stuff coming in from a lot of people who I think are part of your club, so to speak. Apparently becoming very popular for some reason. And we might need to hire some more employees.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it gets too bad, like let me know and I'll double check the books to see if it's
Mhm.
becoming like majorly
Yeah.
work outpacing the the employees. So
Yeah.
I'll
we
double
got-
check.
Yeah, I think we got some of your, people. Plus, I don't want to be alarmed or anything, but a lot of Italian people also stopping by with
Just
special cleaning jobs.
I mean, whatever. I mean, we clean it. I mean,
So business is picking up last couple of days. It's pretty nice. We're actually booked out a little bit. You're gonna become very successful.
might almost again. I gotta check the numbers, but it may almost be time to consider a second spot or kick the people out of the church next door. Oh, I wouldn't do that. That's mean.
Yeah,
Maybe the assholes on the other side.
the dominoes, they can never find us.
Assholes.
Yeah, we're
right
like
next
there-
door.
Yeah, and they're always like, we can't find your place. It's right there. What the fuck?
Dinguses.
You don't even know to get in a car. You just walk.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, but yeah, I'll look into possibly that. See if it's work is majorly outpacing staff. But yeah, I'll give Jack a call and I'll set an appointment or whatever for the other guy.
Sound good, boss. Yeah, so what's been up with you? Any interesting adventures? Any thing pop up that you want to talk about with your employees? Kind of bonding experience?
Oh, just boss, hanging around a lot.
Mm,
Scary as always.
yeah.
Got suckered into following the other group around for a while, and for it to really mean nothing. We adopted a kid for like 3 days, 4 days. One of them adopted a puppy at the same time.
Ooh, what kind of puppy? We could use a garage puppy.
I don't remember.
Hmm.
Oh, hang on. What kind of puppy is Gwen? And
Australian Shepherd.
and here's the picture of child with puppy.
Oh, nice. So you adopted a kid for only 3 days. That's not much of an adoption. That's more like just a really quick fostering.
Yeah, that too. I guess that would be more appropriate. But
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
shit's
He's
getting
he's about as old as my nephew.
shit's getting tad weird over it with them, and so they sent him with this like nomadic person with an RV and just take him around the state.
Got a
Little bit-
strange crew.
Yeah,
Yeah, your friends are a little weird.
yeah.
A couple of them are kind of cute. You could go out on some dates and stuff.
No, don't
Just
got
trying
that
to
kind of time.
get you out of the garage a little bit more, boss.
I was out of the garage for several days. I
We
kept
know.
sleeping at a fucking club.
Awesome. Which club? O'Donovan's?
Kinetic.
Oh, yeah. We don't go there. That's like a little bit too high end.
Yeah, and they kept bringing us back there because they own it.
Do you know people who own Kinetics? Can you get
Yes.
like free passes or something?
I doubt it, but I'll ask.
Hmm.
It's worth a shot. I'll pass them along if I do, but
Yeah, we go to O'Donovan's a lot. That's a pretty nifty place. You been there?
once or twice.
Yeah. Oh, there's also a Pep Me Up. We were. I was thinking about going there tonight, after work. See what they have to offer.
Yeah, go check them out. I mean, I've heard stuff just from the owners of the other club, but that may be bias.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Check it out. You make your own opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, one other quick message. I just remembered. I'm sorry. I know you're getting slammed with them.
It's, it's been a long night. You guys are busy too. So like, yeah, just
Someone said that were you needing to give you a note of, do you need more supply? If so, give them a call.
mm. Yep. 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 Okay. I need to
Yeah.
call him too. All right. I got a
Yeah.
checklist of stuff I got to do tonight.
Well, we can handle most of the vehicles that are coming in if you want to get going to that. That should be most of our voicemails that are of fun and interesting levels of things. We also have, the boring stuff that we don't role play out.
Any crazies?
No,
Not usually crazies when it comes to like cars.
no. The closest we
Sometimes you get the people that think they know what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of those. We got this old lady come in who said that her car is fine. She doesn't know what happened, why it started having issues. She hadn't changed or put oil in there and almost like, ooh. I don't think she ever did. I think her husband who passed apparently used to do it and she never knew it. I was like, what do you think the light is for? And she's just like, oh, I just thought it was a pretty light that shows up on the dashboard. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. But
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
But yeah.
for her, I guess. But
Oh, and then
well.
Someone up the road was complaining about the noise.
Oh well. Too bad, so sad.
Yeah, she was like, oh, this revving, like all the car noises. It's like we're a garage. What do you expect?
Okay.
Alright.
Noted. All right. Yeah. If you need extra hands, or as an emergency, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll be making sure bills are paid, checks are going out, and
Yeah.
I'll get all that checklist stuff taken care of.
Yeah, I think it's Larry needs to has a doctor's appointment in a couple days to follow up on the incident.
Yep. Yep, that is fine. I will make sure I'm back for that, just to help cover.
Yeah, just has to go to the GI doctor to make sure everything's flushed.
Yeah. That was a lot of jello. Anywho, I'll let you get back to work and I will get started on everything.
When he goes and starts working on one of the vehicles.
So I will contact Jack and just like said like, yeah, I'm should be good in a day or two, whatever day Larry has to go in, not that day. Contact Arthur for maybe the following night, because we'll have to talk to Jack, see if he wants to go and meet Arthur and see if he wants to invite him to the coterie. Contact, order some more stuff, and then just kind of catch up to see if the situation has gotten worse or what that's doing. And let him know I'm still working on the problem.
Yeah, your contact's like, yeah, the problem is still persisting. It's becoming a bit harder to get a steady supply coming in.
Yep. Just let him know I'm working on it, and we'll try to deal with it soon, next couple days possibly. All right. And then normal paperwork. And then the only other thing for sure he'll do that night is he might send Mari a text that's like, do you really want to help?
Yes.
Yas.
Yes, I do.
Do you think the others actually want to help or care?
I think that if you told them about it, they would care.
Well, we're talking about something different. I'll talk to you later.
Oh,
I'll talk to you later, and we'll go from there.
what are you talking about?
I'll talk to you later. And then doesn't answer his phone.
What a dick.
Yeah.
Old people.
All right, got that all squared away.
All right. All right, so with that, let us cut to the other group.
You gotta be more specific.
The group that we are going back around to because we haven't gone back to them.
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah.
So Liz, Sophia, and Jilon.
Slip back in from my slight sojourn away.
So
What's your next plan?
that's a thing that I've been thinking about. What do we have on the agenda? We have so much going on.
I think you've properly delegated enough to other people, so you don't have anything specific.
There is one thing that I was thinking, though. I do want to talk to Mari about it. That might help with some of those bombs. Hmm.
Oh yeah, we still need to find those.
Yeah, so one of the items that, like I said, I still want to talk to Mari about it because she has it currently, but I'm pretty sure that what she told me about one of those items is that it can see through objects, presumably walls.
Where were you all venturing that you have these things?
It's a strange question and a strange answer.
It was a haunted house that was owned by a mage.
Oh,
And we stole a bunch of magical artifacts and some very valuable, and as far as I can tell, completely authentic and unseen of art pieces that
as one does when they're in a powerful mage's house.
They also stole
Okay.
a man.
we did steal a man too. We didn't steal him, he walked out with us. Okay,
Under his own
recap.
volition. Okay.
We know a mage, and when I say mage, I don't mean a Tremere. I mean like a full-on like wizard, Merlin, weird hat. Probably not a
Ghosts,
weird hat.
werewolves, gargoyles, mages.
Fae too, apparently. Anyway,
You're in one.
he asked us to go into this creepy haunted house because apparently only dead things can go in, living creatures can't go in, which is why he couldn't go in. And while we were in there, we met a terrifying creature, which I never want to encounter again. And we also met Edward, who I think you've met. Actually, have you met Edward? Either way, Edward was another kindred who had been trapped there for a very long time. And when shit went down and we decided to bug out, we grabbed everything that wasn't nailed down, including a bunch of very valuable art pieces, because I am an art conservationist and I couldn't let them just sit there alone to never be seen by anyone. And we bugged out. So we made it out with a bunch of magical artifacts and some very expensive art pieces and a new friend
And an Edward.
named Edward.
Thankfully, it wasn't a Chris.
I mean, we did have an issue with Edward, but he's cool now.
Well,
An issue.
Eh.
The ghost thing from before?
He summoned a ghost, and
There
he
seems to be a stacking effect
okay.
here.
he while he was trapped in this mansion, there no living things could go in, so he couldn't feed, so he learned to feed off ghosts. So when he got out, he tried to do that again, except the thing he tried to eat is the thing that's been trying to kill us, and it possessed him and it beat the shit out of Pavel. But it's fine. Pavel's fine.
Circles back on itself, doesn't it?
Okay, we don't make the best decisions, but we had no way of knowing that any of this was going to happen. We didn't even know that we were being haunted at the time. Did
We
we?
weren't. I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
don't
that
even-
ghost was doing anything until
Yeah, I don't
Until
think-
you freed the fellow from the wizard's little fey circle, and he brought the ghost forth so he can haunt you. Yeah, I mean, consequences. It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm not convinced Edward is good.
I mean, I'm not saying he's
For
a
us.
paragon of virtue, but I don't think he actively wants to screw us over,
Can I ask a question?
by all means.
Why was he locked up in a
He
private
got trapped in
sanctum?
there?
Did he? Or was he put there and you've let him out?
I'm not sure we ever asked how he got in there.
I mean, those are important questions when someone is left all by themselves in a strange wizard's special pocket dimension.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm like looking at my list of stuff that we have not addressed yet.
I'm looking
I
over
still
Liz's
have
shoulder.
I still have a Ventrue in the city that I'm questioning how much I can trust at the moment.
Your shipping friend.
Is it Sophia?
I mean, it better be. You don't know me well enough to trust me.
I don't know anybody well enough to trust. But Raymond is the one who told us that. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I just want to keep an eye on him. I don't like the idea of accusing another Ventrue of working against us without any solid evidence.
Well, all I know is he knew those explosives were coming, and they did end up in places that you frequent. I would just
He
be
didn't know.
careful.
He said he didn't know.
Oh, he knew. He knew.
You can't
But
blame
can I
him for
prove that?
importing bombs, though.
You can blame him for importing bombs, and when the prince specifically asks him if they were imported, he says no.
Didn't he say yes?
No, he said no.
So basically, there's two different people that we asked about the bombs. There's
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
There's Raymond, who said he didn't know about it and that he hadn't worked with Robin. He didn't have anything with Robin on his books.
Oh, yes,
And
Raymond
then there
Frost.
was Alan, the Nosferatu, who he's the one who told us that Robin was bringing 300 pounds of explosives into the city, and it was being split into 3 shipments, and they were going to these locations. We trusted Alan implicitly, and I'm not sure that we should have.
He seemed to be on the up and up based on he tells us things that we need based on the help we give to him. He seemed
like, we
neutral
did-
enough not to have chosen a side in this specific thing.
He did, yeah, but now I question things. So there's obviously the Ventrue that we haven't followed up on. I should follow up with that cop and see how Cozy's issue with the law is going.
Cozy has an issue with the law?
Come on.
Minor thing. Parking tickets, basically.
She doesn't drive. Where did she park her scooter? On a sidewalk?
Eh,
In a playground?
It's just red tape stuff. I wouldn't worry about it.
The
Right.
following up with the thin blood cults and Chris Church. Okay, sorry. I'm like, I'm hearing things. I think it was a person. I thought it was a dog, and I'm like, how did he learn to open doors? What the fuck?
But Kevin left the screen, so it was Kevin.
It was either Kevin or it was Lena. I don't know which, but
Ah.
it was definitely the sound of a door closing. So, yeah. So follow up on the thin blood cultists too in Chris Church.
Who's Chris Church? I know you mentioned another Chris.
So
I didn't think he was a problem anymore.
I don't think so either, but I would like to follow up just to make sure that he's not.
Well, you're the prince. It's under your purview now.
Yeah. I do apparently there are some gangs in town that I could tap that I haven't really.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
And mafiosos.
For context, Sophia, we had some issues with a thin blood cult barely a few days before you showed up. In fact, I think maybe the
Coincidence?
night before you showed up.
Absolutely coincidence.
And they were hunting full-blooded kindred to use as basically magical meth labs.
Glad I showed up the day after they were doing it.
Yeah. That was the last act that Ebenezer did before he left town to deal with.
What'd he do? Rip his heart out? Burn him in the sun?
Not quite. He turned him to our side forcibly.
Oh. Well.
So presumably that will still have stuck, but I just want to make sure that the other cultists are towing the line and following along with that.
All right.
That's a good thing to follow up on. We don't know what happened.
Yeah.
We know what he said he was going to do. And that's the last we heard about it.
Yeah. So of those things, I feel like the most pressing ones are ensure that our havens are safe, which supposedly the community center should be clear today. This is the last day that they told us that they would need to check it. And then I think where we are on Robin is a pretty good start. So I'm gonna message it hasn't been that long though, has it?
Long since what?
It's-
Elaborate.
Since like Mari took off to go meet with the Tremere.
Not really.
Do we know any like businesses that Robin Menard has that we could look into?
Dealership
Oh yeah.
sells cars, from what I heard.
We should see if we know anybody who deals with cars and see if they can.
I know this fellow. I think his name
We
is
know a guy.
Sean. I've heard he deals in car repair,
I
among
was
other
offered a
things.
job, and I have no idea if he knows he works with the rest of the group.
We could go stop by at the shop and catch up with Sean.
I'm sure he's
do
missed
that.
me terribly since earlier today. Yes, we should
I'm
do that.
sure.
I'm quickly becoming one of his favorite people.
Yeah, I could tell that.
Of course. Also on that list, did you put down why Grandma Dear is in town? Question mark. Exclamation point. Just, curious.
I didn't really question it, honestly. So it's a thing I've noticed that you might not have noticed because they started showing up around the same time that you did, or before you rather. Baltimore has become quite the hotspot for kindred activity in the past few weeks. Like, extraordinarily so.
Fair.
You would think that, in the midst of an anarch war, people would be like, let's avoid this place like the plague, like smart people. But no, we just keep getting more and more of them.
Okay.
I feel like there's something there. I don't know what. I know that at least for our clan, I would not put it past her to just straight up just be curiosity that she heard some shit was going down in DC and wanted to be
Adjacent.
where the action was,
Probably.
or heard
Do you want
some
me to
stuff was happening here and was curious.
Do you want me to drive to Sean's? Should we walk and talk?
Yeah, sure. Because in fact, from what I recall of my history, she was actually a prince for a time.
Oh,
Back somewhere in England. I can't remember exactly what town. It wasn't it wasn't like London.
okay.
But
It must be rare for someone to be a prince and then stop being a prince and still be around.
not really. If the town
Burns.
like if the town burns, if say the town got to say there are plenty of coal towns all over the US. If people move out and the work dries up and the kind leave, the fuck is the point of being a prince if there's no one to eat from?
That's fair.
Also, I don't remember what happened. I remember I don't know. I just remember that she was a prince for a while. And I think she said she went to Torpor for a while. So that might have been why she's no longer prince.
I mean, that's true. The prince of the city before your sire went into torpor, and well, now you're prince.
Nobody's waking his ass up anytime soon.
Most of
That'd
the
be
previous
interesting.
princes here were vanished in some form or other. They didn't retire
Well,
happily.
let's see. Exploded. Probably killed. Went into torpor. Went to DC. Me.
So not really a good retirement plan.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to die. Like,
Well, I hope
Like-
you can escape and run away and disappear before that happens.
me too. Well, eventually I assume that Ebenezer will be back and I will pass this burden off. I don't fucking know. I can't.
Have you heard anything about what's going on down there and what he's been up to?
No, and I don't want to bother him because he basically said leave him alone unless it's super important.
Well, I imagine if there's that much stuff going on, there'd be news about any sort of big events or happenings.
We haven't talked to O'Donovan in a while. He might know some stuff.
He's been a little bit antagonistic the last few times.
To be fair, we have been avoiding him and then did open a club kind of that steps on his toes a tiny bit.
I don't think it's reasonable for him to take that personally.
That said, he does owe me a small favor still. He still owes me a small boon from that very first job we ever did for him.
I'm sure he is deeply involved in the blood hunt as well. I'm sure he has all sorts of contacts that might have information or heads ups on things. I wouldn't be surprised if him
All
or
right,
one
let's
of
go
his
talk
people
to-
does it.
Let's go talk to Sean and then maybe let's talk to O'Donovan just because it's been a while since we've talked to him.
Pull up outside of Sean's garage.
Jilon is not going.
What?
Oh, where are you going?
He has some things to do.
Oh, okay.
Do you need a lift?
No, I can order a lift.
All right. I guess just Liz and Sophia are driving over to Sean's.
I'm sure this will go great.
Alright, you arrive at Sean's.
Walk in. What do we say?
A garage. You see a couple of workers working on a car. One approaches you, she's like, "Hey, you look
Hi there.
familiar.
Liz. Looking for Sean.
Oh yeah, he's in the office. Let me go get him." Sean, after you do all your texting and stuff, there's a knock on the door like doo 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 doo.
I'm in.
Hey, there's a Liz out front looking for you. She's with another lady.
Weird. Couldn't call or text. All right. Just send them back. Make it easier.
Yes. Come on back.
Hey,
Yes,
Hi.
Your Majesty.
Oh, that's the Yas Queen. Guys, the Yas Queen's here.
You can close the door. Thank you.
You want me to do something about that?
I'm not sure how effective it will be, considering I don't know how long you've been telling people about this stuff.
Hmm.
Remember the whole like not supposed to tell people about the inner workings of Kindred Society? Any of that ringing a bell?
What do you want?
We were talking, and it occurs to me that you mentioned that Robin had offered you a job.
He certainly did.
If you deign to do so, it would be helpful if you wanted to maybe stop by his garage, dealership. I don't know, poke around, see if you can talk to anybody, see if there's anything they know about any changes in his personality, see if you can get anything, break into his office, just learn anything we can about him.
Now this is Reese asking a question. Does Robin know that Sean has been farting around with the coterie? I don't remember.
I don't think you know one way or another.
Okay. I mean, he has his own resources he taps into, so he could know, he might not know. I can see, you know what? I'll have to check my plan and like look over at the calendar that's now slightly full the next week or so.
What is written on said calendar?
It says like Larry out, make sure here for coverage. Visit Jack. Visit Arthur parentheses with Jack.
Cartery.
Yeah.
And we know of Arthur, right?
Yeah.
You guys do.
You guys do.
Oh. Gonna go deal with that again, huh?
Yeah, he's bugging me. And by me, I mean them.
That actually, I don't know how to ask this, but like, if we know what, I had that idea that what clan that guy might be. And if he's the same clan as Robin 2.0, then. But I don't know, he's kind of independent. He might not give a shit.
Not following.
I'm pretty sure that Arthur is Semeski.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's scary as shit. The handful that we've met are all exceedingly awful people, and
Yeah, they're like yellow jackets.
Tried to
you
murder
don't
us,
you don't
yeah.
bother them, they don't bother you normally.
Yeah, that's not our experience with them.
It's your experience with them.
That's fair. I mean, I guess he is more the yellow jacket variety.
But I mean, I guess I can call him up and see if he's still willing. Maybe he thinks if he does know that I'm with you guys or whatever, then maybe he thinks he'll have some plan or whatever. Have me be a spy. Just throwing that out there.
Double agent.
Potentially.
Probably.
Or he'll, do whatever the fuck happened with, because was I there for Chris Church?
You were in the
Yeah.
church. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
What happened to Chris
Yes.
Church?
The mind blank thing. Yeah.
Yeah, or that'll happen,
I
or possibly the whole Zemeski thing, the whole face swapping.
well, so one, I'm not suggesting you go alone. Like, obviously, you take backup. We would not be that far behind. We would not be very far behind you.
I mean, you could sit probably across the street or whatever, but like if I took any of you with me, I'm pretty sure he knows everyone.
Well, yeah, no shit, obviously, but if we'll have some kind of signal for if things go badly. Jilon did mention something about the idea of like a code word or a code phrase to make sure that we are who we say we are. I don't know what it would be, but it's a smart idea.
I better get workshopping, I guess.
Oh, God damn it. You're fucking
But-
useless.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who's asking for help? It looks like maybe next day or two, because I think in about 3 days is when Larry has to go to his appointment, and I gotta be here. And then the rest of the shit's happening. So next day or two.
All right.
So if you get a code word or code phrase, let me know. Otherwise, I'll swing by, call him up, swing by, see what he says, see what I can find. In exchange, since you're here, I was going to ask anyway,
Oh,
and this just gives me the good opportunity. I need some assistance,
really?
especially if you would like to continue the blood bag supply.
I would absolutely like that.
My supplier is having an issue with people trying to run him out of business and threatening him.
That seems like a problem.
It is. So if you would like to keep that up, and in exchange for my services for trying to find more about Robin Renard, I would ask, you don't have to do it just because you're the prince, but some assistance on scaring off or getting rid of the problem that is the disturbance with my supply.
Well, for one, it doesn't have to be an exchange. You're part of our coterie now. Like, we would just do it because you're one of us now.
Still a little tit for tat anyway.
And two, I personally don't have anything planned for this evening. Do you know who or what it is that's chasing them off? Is it kindred? Is it mortals? Is it...
As far as I can tell, it was mortals. Because I'm pretty sure my contact's immortal. I know exactly where they are.
Fabulous.
It's pretty fortified, at least on the back side of things. But I can get past that part. Go in, threaten them, scare them off, kill them, whatever. And then no issues with the supply of bags.
We can definitely help with that.
Yep, because apparently it is getting worse. So also the next day or two, potentially.
I mean, If you give us the details, we don't necessarily have, if you're busy, we could handle it.
He'll write down the address, and it's
I don't know about Sophia, but I know it's not entirely dissimilar to something that Mari and I have done before.
sorry. There's loud noises in the house, and I'm sitting underneath the vent to the basement.
It's the ghost.
Shut up, ghost.
Fuck off, ghost.
Yeah, that remember because I think we actually did stop by there. I think everyone was in the car.
Jilon was the only one in the car. Hilariously, Jilon, who is not here.
All right, well. Well, I'll give her the address, and it's like Shalon will know what's up.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't remember if I told him. I just
Honestly, if I were going to go kick some asses, Jilon is the person I would want next to my back as second to you. So yeah, I would invite him as well.
but yeah. If that can be taken care of, that wouldn't interrupt our blood supply of bags. And I can go check out Ramen Menard's stuff.
Fabulous.
So, and then all the shit with Jack. Have you guys met Jack?
I have not.
Oh,
The
he's still
person the shop is named after?
no coincidence. No,
Oh.
no. There is the crazy one? Cozy. What is Cozy besides crazy?
Malkavian?
That yeah, he talks to cars, or cars talk to him. Super
you
delightful.
serious?
Oh, I'll have to bring him by because he is so cool, so nice.
That's incredible.
Yeah, he's actually wanting to get a coterie going, and I'm thinking like, hey, you know who else likes cars? That guy. You know,
A Malkavian, a Brujah, and a Semeski and a coterie. That's
Oh, it's a coterie, I believe he
an
said.
interesting.
yeah, deal and talk and fix and touch automobile cars.
I'm intrigued.
I'm concerned, but sure.
Whatever.
I mean, that's just my constant state these days.
But yeah, I think that's, I guess, one other thing. And that's just a general question that can be answered later.
Oh,
I still don't have a full concept of the vampire thing.
a what?
The full concept of the vampire, everything.
What
just need,
part?
like, all of it.
Okay, you got to be more specific, my man. Like,
What do you mean? It's all of it. Just the I need beginners classes just to start my way out. Like I need like a night class of just like what is a vampire?
Creature of
Okay.
the night that sucks blood.
Okay, that's a lawyer.
Fair.
I'm now very offended that Jilon thought for many, 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 many months that I was a lawyer.
You're not a lawyer. No, I'm kidding.
That's a later thing. You don't have to deal with it now. Because I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, write them down and I'll see what I can do.
Yep. I will reach out to Ron Bernard, see if that opportunity is still open, or if I should just need to sneak in there. Haven't done that in quite a while.
That could be fun.
That could be fun. Like the good old days in Canada.
You're Canadian?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Check off something else I've learned about Sean today.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. And with
I love Luke's explanation for why he thought this.
I can't wait to see what he thinks about Sophia and what she might do as for a living.
So
Lawyer.
with that, ending that scene, I think we will be stopping for the evening. Good 2 hours. I know no cliffhanger. I know I love leaving off on those.
The cliffhanger is what Jilon was about to be up to.
What was he up? What was he up
Oh.
to?
And we're gonna miss out because I won't be here next time.
Damn!
It's
Oh.
accurate.
Like, what a
Yeah.
what a major cliffhanger.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us tonight. There may be a shift in the schedule slightly because of
Life events.
events. I keep disappearing. Oh
You
god,
do.
disappear.
New
Oh,
life
no.
events.
Obfuscate.
Yeah.
Obfuscate.
Yeah.
New life
life
events.
Yes. A new member of the family may be born by, will be born by then and might throw our schedule off slightly, but we'll
Yeah.
see what happens. We're still planning on continuing all of our streamed games. So let me go around to see if there's any plugs. I know 2 people who never have any, so we will skip to Callie.
Hello. You can find me at Callie on Twitter. I run a game every other Tuesday on Fractured Moon D&D called Unwritten. It's about fairy tales. Reese is in it. Our friends Aya, who is also in this game. Aya is in it, but our friends Dylan and Vex are in it, and might as well plug Aya while I'm here because I messed up that really bad. Aya, you can find Aya Golander. She does plushie commissions. All of my plushie commissions are in my containers back there, but that I've gotten from her. But you can commission her at Aya Golander. She's great. Just follow her there too. She does great art. That's it for me.
Jeanette.
Hi, you can follow me at my Twitter, which is on the overlay. You can check out my Twitch, which is uncanny_adventures. And there's links to things like YouTube, Patreon, and such if you want to check out some other stuff that I do. I might run a Skull and Jackals game every other Sunday. Who knows? But yeah, that's pretty much what I have going on.
All right. And Katrina, anything independent of our stuff that I forgot to mention? Maybe.
So sometime, hopefully very, very soon, our first episodes of Insect Nights will be going up. So excited for that. That's our Power Rangers game that has a bunch of fantastic people in it. Some of you will definitely recognize. In fact, I think all of you guys have been featured on the channel at this point. Anyway, so that's super cool. Check that out. And then as well, replacing our Dishonored game, which sadly has come to an end. We'll miss it. Our newest game is Rise of the Rune Lords, run not through the traditional Pathfinder, but through Savage Worlds 4 Pathfinder. So that's super fun. I'm GMing it. I'm very excited. We just had our first session this week, and hopefully it will be uploaded soon. So keep an eye out for that.
And yeah, those are our games. The 4 of them will be on this channel. So Insect Knights, Mage the Ascension. Yeah, Mage game will be opposite Wednesdays, hopefully Wednesdays, as Insect Knights. Once we get the layout for that good, that will start being uploaded also. So those are our games. Keep checking back here to watch our wonderful stuff. We have a lot of several more one-shots and smaller games on the channel too, so check them out. And until next time, hope you all had a bloody good time.